I'm Rachel. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do a full houseplant tour. So it'll probably be my last full houseplant tour for a while because this might be kind of a long video. So I was going to just show you all the plants I have in my house right now. This is the end of February right now. So I'll just show you all my houseplants and tell you a little bit about them, I guess. So since I have a few of them blooming and they're starting to wake up and transition into spring, I thought I'd go ahead and show you those. To start off with, I'm over in the office and we're working on projects in here. Going to change this room a lot, but right now I just have, I think, some sedums and carrot flower and kalanchoe. These are some of my... Oh, this is actually still alive. Oh gosh, I guess I better water this. I neglected these pretty badly. I just kind of left them there and forgot about them because we've been supposed to be working on this, or my husband has been and he hasn't, so most of my plants have been pretty neglected in this room. My ivy is doing amazing. This one that was, you know, pretty close to dead when I got it, but now it's doing really great. And then I have it's a golden pothos that I got on clearance that it's slowly coming back and it has some new growth. It's doing pretty good. So, what are these called again? Oh, those Japanese moss ball things. I have a whole video on me making these. I have a little pothos and an airplane plant, which the airplane plant is doing fine as long as I don't squish it with the other ones. I'll show you one that is doing really good though. This ivy is doing so good in this moss ball. It's amazing. Oh, kokodama, that's what they're called. It's doing really good. One tip on keeping ivies alive is you have to mist them a lot, but this one seems a little hardier than the regular ivies. Over here is my like succulent area. I have my Hoya carnosa something, it starts with an R. Anyways, it looks like a tricolor, but it's not quite. It's really similar though. It just has color. The whites are on the inside. And then I have what is this called? I'll think of it when I'm editing this and I'll post a name on it. But these are really kind of hard for me to keep alive because when you move them, then they kind of like to lose all their leaves. I moved it over here where it gets lots and lots of bright light and lots of direct light too, and it's really growing back. I mist it pretty often and I give it water at least once a week. What is this called? Oh, I can't remember what anything is called at the moment. I'm having lots of brain farts. These little babies are doing so good in this pot. I planted these last summer and they're growing and they're so cute. I might actually have to transplant them out of this next summer. And then I have lots of little babies growing. That's where they start off, and then I take all the dead parts out that don't make it, and then once they get roots, then they go into here, and now I'll see those ones all have babies, and once they have babies, then I put them down here or in here. So I have lots of little babies going. Here's one of my, I need to take these out. They're getting too much, holding too much water or something. They were doing really good, and then all of a sudden, now this winter, they're just not happy. And my shamrock and panda ear and aloe hybrid and more sedums. Oh, this is a type of kalanchoe. Oh my goodness, it's so cool. It's gotten huge. It's just kind of a crazy looking thing. I really like it though because the leaves are powdery in the soft color. And then it has a cool trunk. I like this one. My head planter is over here with some of the storage because I need to take all this out of here and replace it because this big one in the front got too huge and it just got gigantic and I had to transplant that. So over in this really bright window you can see that all of my aloe hybrids pretty much got a lot of color this winter. Being cold, I keep them all by the windows. This cactus right here is so cute. It blooms for me usually about twice a year. I've started fertilizing all of my cactus and succulents again. I give them like half dosage every time I water them. It's blooming and doing great. And then I have this little sedum. I love the little pink tips on this, and it has a baby. Oh, yeah, there's a baby. Oh, and then here's this echeveria. It's so pretty, and it has one little baby right now. Over here, I have I think this is like a moon cactus. And then this one is like shining stars something. Anyways, it's the same kind of plant I had over there, if I can remember what they're called. It was doing really good, and then all of a sudden it's just like, nope, I'm dying. And so I put it in this window where it gets direct south-facing light all day, and it's growing back. There, I did lose a complete stalk, and then my cat decided to dig into it for some reason. He must have been getting some bugs or something, so anyways. I haven't seen any, though. I don't know. And then I have this crazy thing. It has lots of new growth. I don't know what it's called, and it's crazy, but I like it. Even though it's kind of, I don't know, I haven't decided if it's ugly or if it's really cool. Up here, so this used to be over on the opposite wall, and it was getting a lot more light, and so it was doing a lot better. This Purple Hearts, and it's a Tradescantia. And then I have an angel wing begonia up there that I just took a bunch of cuttings from because it's not doing good up there. But once we get this office done, then maybe it'll do better. If it ever gets done, I don't know. And now we're in my craft room. I have, oh, what is this called? I lost the name tag for it. Okay, I need to find the name tag for this because this stuff is awesome. It's not an ivy, but it's kind of similar to an ivy. Anyways, it's just growing like crazy. I have it in one of my plant haul videos, so I'll look back and find what it's called. And then I have, oh, this is that last room was all like south facing with an east facing window. This is just an east facing window. And I have a little bit light from a north facing window, but it's mostly just east over here. And all these plants do really good. They're so happy. And then I have a pothos up there, just a golden pothos. This one is going to be hung up eventually, just right up above it. And I don't know what this is called. I have another one right here. Then I have this Pilea Dark Mystery. That's so cool. And then I have a white Amphitonia. Oh, and then I have two elephant ear cuttings. Then I have a peace lily and a string of pearls and a Haworthia. Oh, that's what the other one in the other room was called, Haworthia. And then this is a type of peperomia. It's like a tricolor. It's really cool. I love it. It's so easy to take care of. I'm going to need to replant it soon because it's growing so fast. But this doesn't have any drainage and it's doing okay. I water it fairly sparingly. So this is all kind of mostly my needy area. These are all pretty much divas. These need water at least twice a week. These two also. Everything else pretty much needs water once a week except for, of course, this peace lily. And then my string of pearls likes to be watered more often than my other succulents, so I tend to water it a little bit more. The last plant that I have in here needs some water too. This is just Lucky Bamboo, and it's getting light from a north-facing window right there. Okay, so right here I have a Dracaena. I need to put it in another spot because it's just getting too much sunlight over here. And here I have an air plant. I just missed it inside. I have another air plant in that, but it's not very happy. So I think it might be dead, but it still looks cool in there. I keep seeing other people have ones that are similar to this and calling them different things, so I really don't know yet, but it's pretty cool. On the tag it said split leaf philodendron, which it is a split leaf philodendron. Completely different from a Monstera deliciosa. So here we have a hardy fig. It's just inside until it's rooted good enough, and then we'll plant it outside. And then over here I have 3 air plants in here. And then I have this is actually really one of my favorites. This is my asparagus fern. It's not related to ferns, it's related to asparagus. But it's so pretty. I have to turn it around all the time. It's just so beautiful, and it grows like crazy. I love it. The only thing is that the brown foliage inside, once it turns brown because it's old, it's hard to clean out of it. That's the only thing about this plant. Otherwise, I mean, it's right by my front door, so it gets cold drafts sometimes, and doesn't need to be watered all the time. It's just really nice, and it doesn't even need to be misted, but I still mist it anyways. Gunther wants to go outside and play with the kids, but he can't go out front because he runs away. Huh? Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah, I know. Oh, over here, there's another noise because I usually turn off the bubbler for the fish tank, but it's being used for an experiment that I have to show you. First, we have some crackers over here, and then those are growing really well. And I have some Maranta. This is a red Maranta. It's pretty cool. I really like it. The underside leaves are kind of red too, but not completely. And it is growing this time of year. I have it, this is a south-facing window. This provides some shade that I use to protect my plants I put along here from the southern window. So right now I have a few different types of pothos. Yeah. Epipremnum, I think is what they're called. But anyways, I have a golden pothos. This actually is for a gift, but so it's not going to stay here. These ones probably won't stay here either necessarily. This one I need to move soon because it's getting too much sunlight. It's there. That'll shade it a little bit better. See, I just move these around just to shade them when I need to because it has such white variegation in it. It's super white. I think the variety of this is Enjoy. I can't remember what variety this is at the moment. If I find it, I'll put it on the screen, but this one's really cool. I got both of these at City Market actually, and I've been going there to find plants. I don't even grocery shop there. I just go there for plants and get good plant deals and flowers and stuff. But yeah, I like this because it has an orange variegation on it, and then it has such like these like yellowy green leaves on them. It's just so cool. I love the stripe variegation on it too. This one has like a lighter green and a really light green. That's so cool. Okay, so over here I have some more discount plants. I got this one and another one for $1. I can't remember what they're called, but whatever. They're those, you find them everywhere at the grocery stores. And then I have a pencil cactus. It's like an African stick plant variety. And then I have some aloes down here. This one got a bunch of mealybugs really bad. So I took off some of the other ones when I was cleaning it. I basically sprayed it with water in the folds of the leaves really good. And then I sprayed it with some Garden Safe, I think is what I used. Yeah, anyways, insecticide, and so it's organic, whatever. My grandparents gave me this and it's dying. I don't know what my problem is with these plants. Anyways, it died like pretty quickly. I don't know why. Maybe I just need to repot it or something. It's not dead yet, so I have hopes. I might go ahead and plant it outside actually under my cover that I have. Here we have my husband's Umca plant, and it's actually been growing this winter, which is really surprising. I've been misting it really good to keep the spider mites off because this always loves to get spider mites. And this is the first winter that I've actually gone a long time without spider mites. It did eventually get some, but I sprayed it with some of the Garden Safe, and now it's doing pretty good. Oh, and then here we go. Here's some more flowers. I need to do an update of these eventually because I haven't had this one long enough for it to bloom yet. And it's just, I mean, this Echeveria itself is just beautiful. I'm not sure if it's a hybrid between like an Echeveria and a whatever. I want to say Sansevieria now, but it's not Sansevieria, duh. Sedum thing, whatever. So I'm not sure if this is a hybrid between an Echeveria and something else, or if it's actually just an Echeveria, but it's really pretty. And then it has a couple of little sedums next to it. They're just really cute and they get nice and big. And then I have two Kalanchoes. These are both, I love them so much. This one is so cool. It's fuzzy and I just love the colors on it. These two need a little bit more water. Like, I find that the Kalanchoes usually need more water than other succulents. And like this one really likes to wrinkle up a lot. But I don't know what the varieties are of either one of these, but they're so cool. All that noise is from my husband's new experiment. Today he stole my vase that I got for a project and he put seeds in it in water and he just has a bubbler. So that way it's chia seeds and some clover seeds to see how well they'll sprout in this. So anyways, we'll see, I guess. Be cool. And still haven't, we actually got the plexiglass for this, but we haven't gotten the new cups yet. We just had some extra plexiglass, and so we're gonna get some new cups that are actually for aquaponics. But right now we still have our old situation that's just some foam and some old yogurt cups. But in here I have some plants growing and a whole bunch of starters of just, oh, this is, my grandma gave me these arrowhead plants. I need to plant them up soon. There's a little pothos and some airplane plants in there too. But I have this angel wing begonia, and then I have another angel wing begonia that is just all silver and it's beautiful. And it has more of a pink background to it. And then I have some purple heart in here, is Tradescantia. Oh, that one's not doing good. It's just all the flowers are all dying. The leaves still seem okay, I think. I don't know. This is my other one that was $1. And there's my old man cactus. I think I'm gonna go ahead and repot him this summer. Hopefully, I don't know. He's just been in that for so long. He's my first plant, basically, that I ever got for myself. And I've had him for over 10 years. He's, yeah, pretty cool. But I'm a little concerned about him, though, if he's doing okay in this pot or not. Over here in this corner, so this is south facing over here, and this doesn't get any direct sunlight. But I have 2 Dracenias and my mother-in-law tongue, my Sansevieria. Oh, also in here, I have a pothos, runs, whoa, all the way over there. So I also have a Christmas cactus and a Thanksgiving cactus. And then this is my original stick plant. My original cutting that I got from this was the size of my other one, basically. And it's grown so much. I've had it for about 7 years now. My rubber tree, my Ficus elastica, and it's doing really great. And this winter, its new leaves have been red when they come out. They're really cool. They didn't do that before for some reason. It was more of a normal color. Anyways, I'm not sure what this is. I believe it's a Seninga paper moon. That's what everything about it looks like. So, but it also looks like a different plant, but I haven't gotten it to flower again. So I think this year I'm going to keep it out on the porch all summer and then bring it in once it starts getting cooler and see if that pushes it to flower. Because it says such beautiful little blooms. And then there's my mom's peace lily. Because it still gets pretty cool at night, so I'm just still keeping it here for probably another month. We have a pineapple plant and another arrowhead plant and a bromeliad and a Rex begonia. Oh, and then this is, oh, what is this called? I'll put it on the screen because I know what it's called, I just can't remember. It's doing okay. And then another peace lily. This is my Austral gem fern. I really like this fern. It's really has nice thick leaves, and so it doesn't dry out all the time and need so much like misting. Unlike this one, it gets misted every day, plus it has rocks underneath it with some water. And then I have a diffuser down there that I use it for a humidifier. And then I have this orchid that's doing great. It's pushing so many leaves. It was just like 2 or 3 leaves, and it just keeps growing more leaves, so hopefully I'll grow some flowers. And whatever this thing is called. If you know what this is called, let me know, because I would like to know, because I just don't know. But I see them everywhere. And then here's my other fern. This is my big fern I've had for like over a year now. This actually, I put some preserved moss over it, and it's doing way better now. And then my Monstera deliciosa, I believe it's a deliciosa, I mean, anyways, it's split leaf Monstera thing. Anyways, it was sold to me as a philodendron, but it's not a philodendron. But anyways, it has 2 split leaves now, so that's pretty exciting, and it's getting really big. And it likes to move when I turn it around all the time because it likes to grow towards the sun, but the leaves seem to move around with it too. It's really interesting. Here's one of the angel wing begonias that I had over in the other area, that propagating. And here's a Sansevieria cylindrica. And And I have this prayer plant here. This is just a green, whatever the other one's called. Anyways, it's just a green one. And an umbrella plant that's doing really good. We've had it for a couple of years now. And it's always growing. I have to move it around. It likes to grow towards the sun, and so it curves, and so it's really curving a lot, and I hope that'll be okay for it in the long run. And I have an airplane plant and another bromeliad. And then on my coffee table, aren't these so pretty on my coffee table? Anyways, I have some little primrose that my husband gave me, and then I was killing it and he made me repot it today, and now it's happy. My battery's not very happy, so I have to be kind of quick. But I have a golden pothos in here and a rabbit's foot fern. This needs a lot of care. It has problems because it just likes to brown out a lot, and I really have to keep these feet nice and moist, so I pretty much run it underwater every day. I need to actually do it more than once a day. It's kind of a pain. On the kitchen table, I have both of my, whatever these are called. Both of my African violets are on the kitchen table right now because I've been battling mealybugs on them. I think that I've gotten them all, so hopefully, but they've been over in the laundry room and now they're in here because they need more light and it gets too cold in there for them. And we also have a mushroom kit that I got my husband for Valentine's Day, and it's growing mushrooms. It's so cool. This has been really fun watching them grow. They grow so fast once they get going. Over in my window I have my fiddle leaf fig, and this is a west-facing window. And this is my first angel wing begonia that my aunt gave me, and it grows so well. It's been in the same pot for as long as I know. I've always had it in this pot when she gave it to me, and I've had it for about 7 years. And then I have this crazy thing that these are just growing out there like crazy. I'm thinking it might be actually really fun just to pack it full of these. Because I have a lot of these and they're kind of a pain in the butt because they just grow really long and look weird. But I think it might be really cool to just have them all like this. And, you know, have it attached to my, whatever this is called, toaster oven. And then so it's just like a whole bunch just been like blah. Okay, so over here I have a couple of cacti. They like to bloom for me, but they're not working on it right now. And some fire sedums or whatever. And an echeveria that came from the mother plant that's in my office. And then a couple of ogre ears. They just grow so good and crazy. Some more of that sedum. There's some more sedums. Anyways, they're doing great. These ones are amazing. I love them. And then I have another one of these aloe hybrids. All of my aloe hybrids actually came in the same pack, and they've been pupping. And yeah, it was like 3 of them to start off with, and I split them. And ever since then, they've just all basically been pupping and being happy. Like, that's where those ones came from. So, for my birthday, I got myself this donkey tail sedum, and I love it. I'm gonna put some of it in my head planter. And it's just so cool, though. I love these sedums. So, right now, this is my quarantine area. So, I've had quite a few plants over here because I had a mealybug problem. But right now, I just have some rose plants, and this is actually growing. And so I'm really surprised. I think that this one might be all done though. So, but it was $1 for this and I got it for the pot. So, I mean, I would like for this to make it, but you know, we'll see. So over here, this is a east-facing window. And this is just my son's little terrarium with some hens and chicks. And a little baby cactus that came off of my old man cactus. Well, that's why I call it, because he's my old man, and I don't know. Anyways, and an aloe that's pretty stressed out right now. But everything else is happy. Oh, and he also has a little air plant that I need to go water. In my bathroom, I have a north-facing window, and over in the corner, I just have a sansevieria next to my toilet paper, so that's cool. I think it'd be kind of nice to put something in this window eventually, but I'm not really sure. It might be even actually more fun to put something in my shower. Lastly, I have a ZZ plant in my room. I don't really have very many plants in here because it's just low light, so I just have a ZZ plant. But I think it's okay. Oh, it has some new growth. It has some stressing to it, but also a lot of it's still pretty healthy, so not really sure. We'll see how it does. I'm just gonna finish off this video in my bathroom because there's nobody else up here, even though the heater just came on to make more noise. But, oh, and it's echoey up here. I just counted all of my pots. I didn't count all the individual plants because there's more plants inside each pot, and I didn't really want to do that. So I have like 123 pots, so that's not too crazy. I think if I get to this video in a decent amount of time, I might just go ahead and do full houseplant tours. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting faster, but I also feel like going so fast might be a little distracting. I don't know. We'll see. If you guys think that showing the full houseplant tour was cool, then let me know. Otherwise, I might start breaking things up into different rooms. That way I can really go in depth. Or I might do both. So, just for fun. I don't know. I need to do a whole houseplant kind of spring cleanup sort of a thing. Some maintenance on some of them. And I need to put some fertilizer spikes in some of them. And I just need to start doing spring things and growing season things for them. Even though they've all been growing all winter long because they're inside, not outside, being dormant, so they've just been growing, but I don't fertilize them or water them quite as much in the winter. I do give them some fish tank water, and that's the only fertilization I do all winter long until it starts warming up and my succulents start wanting to bloom. Then I start fertilizing them, and then I go ahead and do plant spikes and the rest of my plants, and maybe do some compost on them, some like compost tea or buffalo, that kind of stuff, and they really do like that. So anyways, if you have any questions on specific plants, then please do let me know. And oh, Maranta, green Maranta. See, I said red Maranta, and then I remember green Maranta just now. Still cannot remember what the first plant was. Anyways, they're a pain in the butt though. I don't really like them that much. There's a whole bunch of them on sale, and they look so pretty, and I'm like, oh, I should buy some, and then I was just like, no, don't do that to yourself again, because they're just awful. I don't like them. But, whereas like other ones, like the calatheas and things that people think are hard to take care of, I think are great. I love them. They're awesome. But then other things like my African violets that are normally really easy to take care of they got really bad mealybugs on them, but they're okay. I was really concerned because I have to use so much water on them, but and all that spraying on them, I didn't use too much water on them. So not really on the leaves themselves, just down at the stems. I sprayed it to kind of get the mealybugs dislodged a little bit, and then I sprayed the Garden Safe on them. That's what I used, and that worked pretty good. So it didn't damage my leaves. Some of them did get kind of milty and gross, but other than that, the main foliage was really happy and did just fine. Especially now that I put it on my kitchen table, so they're getting more light. Now they're doing really good. So anyways, if you want a video on maybe pest care control that I've done so far, I don't have like a ton of advice. I recommend that you go see like Summer Rain Oaks. She has a really informative videos on that kind of thing, but I just used the Plant Safe on some of them, and then I also mist my plants to keep away the spider mites. That's the main thing that has really helped against spider mites for me. And then using mosquito bits, B-I-T-S, mosquito bits. I just take a chunk of the disc and I soak it in, like I fill up a thing of water with it and let it sit for a day or two, and then I water my plants, and that gets rid of fungus gnats. So other than that, that's pretty much all I do. And I'm making this video a lot longer than necessary, so I'll talk to you guys later. You guys have a really great week, and I might not post again for a little while because I'm getting my wisdom teeth removed. So we'll see how this all works out. So, alright, you guys have a really great week. Bye!